Have you ever wondered how you and your friend group would fare in the zombie apocalypse? Well, so did my friend group. Except, unlike you, we actually did something to test this hypothetical using the state-of-the-art one-to-one realism simulator known as Project Zomboid. We were able to perfectly recreate the conditions of a zombie apocalypse. To cut to the chase, my friends and I all decided we would host a server every Wednesday for 3 hours. With one simple goal. How long could we survive in the zombie apocalypse? And who would be the last person standing? The server only had 2 rules. 1, everyone gets exactly 1 life. Once you died, you were out of the server. And 2, we would only use the in-game features available to communicate, like the proximity chat and the radios built into the game. The actual reason this rule ended up becoming a thing was just because in the long run, editing it all down would be a lot simpler if I could prevent people from having their Discord audio bleeding into all their recording. Enough preamble. With these 2 rules in mind, we set out on our journey. And before the server even started, I told everyone that we would meet up at the Riverside Police Department. And on the 3rd night, we would have the goal of traveling to Louisville and setting up our permanent life in the apocalypse. Okay, just one small caveat before the video starts. Almost everyone, excluding about 4 people, failed to set up OBS properly to capture audio. So these first few episodes will involve a lot more voiceover than the rest. To make things worse too, pretty much all the footage I had from we recorded this over a year ago. I moved it across several drives and a lot of it got corrupted. So some parts might flow faster than others. And that's because the footage just doesn't exist. Anyways, here is the map of Riverside. And where all of us spawned. It's so hard to choose where to start our journey. But I think Iron makes as good a choice as any. Iron spawned outside this bar just north of the police station. Fortunately, Iron chose to spawn as a mechanic, which allowed him to easily hotwire the first car he found. Unfortunately for Iron, I had forgotten a setting or 2, so I had to briefly shut down the server. And this is where our first hiccup really appears, because remember that car that Iron just hotwired? Well, it bugs out, and it's pulling a car alarm that Iron and no one else can hear. And this causes the first mass migration of zombies. And, this is where I come into play. You see, I spawned into a quaint, lovely, mobile home with a nice, loud TV playing. So, shortly after I deal with that problem, I give myself God's chosen weapon, the griddle. I set out to make contact with my fellow survivors, and I immediately and met with a massive horde of zombies, alerted by that car alarm, unknowingly set off by Iron just down the road. So, as I make my way into this abandoned junkyard of vehicles, our first tragedy strikes. You see Emma. Emma is slain. Somewhere off in the distance, I'm sure somebody heard a single gunshot as Emma is swarmed and overwhelmed. And, well, people had, mixed reactions to this death.
Oh no!
Hey, look, here's Jit. Now, you see, Jit did something very special when he made his character. I would say the second most special thing anyone did when they made their characters. And that's that he chose the amputee perk. You see, Jit's only got 1 arm. And that's going to have some impact on how he has to play the game for, well, the entirety of this series. And I'm all for it, alright? Jit had a tumultuous start.
Oh, what the fuck? Yeah, I'm not fucking living very long at this point. The fuck is this? You're pissing yourself. What is this bullshit? Why is there a mass fucking migration of zombies?
The rest of his time is rather uneventful as he travels the landscape, looting houses, killing zombies, up until the point that he encounters Spiv. Though I wish I could show you the audio from this meeting, both of them don't know how to set up OBS. So I just need you to imagine sort of a soft, demon-esque whisper coming from Spiv. And, well, this is Jit's reaction.
Spiv. I don't know how to talk, but Spiv, you scared the shit out of me.
Now, reunited with Spiv, he continued his journey on towards the police station. But enough of Jit. Let's get back to Iron, alright? He's made contact with Swift and Casper. Shortly thereafter, the group finds me driving a truck with an attached trailer. I wish I had footage or memory to show you how I found it, but I don't. So, Iron and Swift split off from the group with the goal of securing transportation with a lot of storage space. They managed to accomplish this in the form of a Spiffos van. When they return, I, along with Casper, have disappeared. This is okay because their loneliness is immediately replaced with the emotion of joy, as they almost immediately find Piggy, and upon returning to the police station, find me with some new guests. Well, who are those guests? After finishing their lovely reunion, Spiv and Jit get back on task, and they get inside their cargo truck and head off. Jit's computer, it doesn't like this journey at all.
Deja vu, I just been in this place before. Higher on the street, and I know it's my time to go. Going new.
Soon they slide by some already dead zombies and see a familiar truck as they pull up to the police station. Armed with a broom and a dream, they begin to slay the undead outside the police station. While they're busy with that, I appear back in my truck with a trailer and give them a warm welcome. After getting acquainted with everyone and Austin getting in some much-needed exercise,
yeah, buddy! Lightweight!
we decide to head to the school. If I told you I knew the reason for this, I would be lying to you, but that's where we go. After a short trip, we do make it to the school safely, and we all head inside, and a few things happen. Iron commits his life to just saying no. Casper, Jit, and myself have a very minor standoff where we all accuse each other of being bitten, and, well, that's resolved when I open the door, letting in a zombie and sprinting away. It's safe to say tensions were a little high, but during this time, everyone found a way to cope. Jit started a diary. Iron started doing donuts. Oh, and I finally let Jit check out that cut on my hand, and, well, he immediately proceeded to gaslight me and Austin.
He's bit.
This, of course, leads to a second minor standoff,
I don't trust you.
but fortunately, reason prevailed,
Reason will prevail!
and we all agreed to leave the school and return to the safety of the police station. Of course, that did not go well, and in the chaos of it all, I am left behind by Austin and Jit, who steal my truck, and I'm forced to run back to the station on my own while Jit laughs at me. While the three of us managed to spend an hour doing basically nothing, Iron and Swift got things done. There were a few close calls, but they managed to effectively spend their time filling a Gigamart truck and exploring the nearby houses until, well, they found something they wish they hadn't. Things were going great with the gang back at the police station. I need help! And we worked together to clear out a few measly zombies. Spiv tried to drive her hatchet into the base of my skull, and, well, thanks to the zombies, I finally got access to the gun locker. With my newfound weaponry, I decided to make the police station a more hospitable place. I'm gonna leave this bowl of water over here for if any cats appear, and say things that future me would really appreciate when making these transitions. We haven't found Rosaria or Creamery yet, and we lost Swift and Iron forever ago. That's a great point, me in the video. Where are Rosaria and Creamery?
Well, after that exciting start to the game, I finally remembered how to record.